Hey Thompson fans, this is another installment about the famous Thompson Submachine Gun. This time I wanted to talk about the original production model, the model of 1921, otherwise known as the Colt Thompson. This is the model 1921. This was manufactured in the summer of 1921, which makes it about 92 years old now. This gun may well have actually been handled by General Thompson or his son Marcellus. I thought we'd take a good up-close look at the workings of this. The Colt Thompsons, or the model 1921, are probably the best ever manufactured, with the tightest specs, the most beautiful to look at, and great handling. So I thought we would take a look at this up close and personal. The fit and finish of the model 1921s is believed to be absolutely superior to anything that was produced after that, including the World War II guns that were produced by Savage and then later by the Auto Ordnance Bridgeport factory, which were very, very good functional firearms, but the Colt Thompsons are believed to be the finest. These were made just like a prized big game rifle. All right, and here you can see the top view. There's a Thompson logo etched in the top. And you can also notice the original compensator, which actually was more finely cut than the later compensators. Alright, going on down from the compensator, we'll see the barrel of the Colt Thompson has very finely machined fins. They're thin and they're smooth. There's no sharp edges at all. They're very smooth. The barrel is perfect. The fins number from the receiver outward, and at the 21st fin the contact is made with the vertical foregrip mount right at the 21st fin. That's the case with all of the original production models and World War II production models. All of the 1928 A1s. The vertical foregrip on the model 1921 is made very well, walnut, and the wood is finished to a shiny luster, as opposed to the dull finish of the World War II 1928 A1s. The ejector on the model 1921 is perfectly smooth. There's no bumps in it for orientation. It's just perfectly smooth. It's the only production model that has that perfectly smooth ejector. As we go on down, the magazine release, unlike the later models, does not have a hole in the middle of it, but is solid and is cross-hatched. Also, on the model 1921s, the cross-hatching also involves the rocker switch, or the select fire switch, as well as the safety switch. And the safety switch on all of the Model 1921s has a hole in it. None of the other production models have that. And of course, the Colt information is on the left side of the top receiver. Y'all know Ordnance Corporation New York, USA is on the right side of the upper receiver, as is the patent dates. On all of the Model 1921s, or Colt Thompsons, there are 9 patent dates without the patent numbers. On all of the later production models, there were 13 patent numbers listed. The actual dates of the patents were unique to the Model 1921s. Here you can see a few spotty rust scars from improper moist storage on this weapon. Towards the end, the ejector port, you'll see the familiar JHB stamp on there. That stands for Major John H. Barrett, who personally inspected every one of the 15,000 Colt Thompsons made. That's on every one of them. There's the ejection port. And the remainder. Looking at the top and rear of the receiver, all of the Model 1921 Colt Thompsons had the Lyman rear sight, which was capable of flipping up for elevations of up to 600 yards. Probably actually very accurate in single auto fire up to 300 yards. Probably totally useless in full auto fire. This gun has about a 700 to 800 round cyclic rate. The buttstock is removable, has the metal butt plate extending up, the nickel internal latch, and again, all of the woodwork on these guns was made by the Remington Company, and there's the familiar upside down anchor. This gun, although 92 years old, still fires very well at about a 700 to 800 round cyclic rate. That was a 20 round box magazine that fired off in about a second and a half. On our next video, we'll look at the field stripping and internals of this beautiful production gun. And a little later, we'll have a little more firing of the gun itself. Also plan a side-by-side comparison of this Model 1921 Colt Thompson versus the 1928 A1 made by the Auto Ordnance Bridgeport facility. So long for now.